Mayday. Mayday. Is it coming through? Any Mayday? Do you read? This is madness. This is your. This is an example. Terrible. Yeah, critical. Mayday. Do you read? Mayday. 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 Do you? All right. Finally. All right. As usual. Um. No, I'm never gonna prepare for a stream, and that's only because. Oh, finally the sound's coming through. All right. All right. As usual. Yeah, that's what I sound like. It is what it is. All right, so I just wanted to check. Um, as usual, I always set it up while I'm going live. I am not a streamer. But as I was saying before the mic didn't work, that I've activated Clajama, and one of the tasks for me to do is to go live. I mean, it knows I make crappy content. Hold on, let me sit back. Uh, yep. Let me just adjust this. I already talk super lazy. I already talk super lazy. And really just chill. So today we're gonna work on Klajama. Well, tonight was it 12? Nah, today. Let's get like 30 minutes to an hour in. I have been doing this earlier, but the content though. Hang on one second. And I just disconnected something. See? Dang, now I gotta use the iPhone. Flashlight. Take this off. Crazy part is, let me get this here. Put these headphones on. Feel like I got earmuffs on. I like that feeling. It's like a muted. Anyways, so last time we had some music. I did like that music. I really did. What is this? I think this is, yeah, because the other one is that. And what was the media file? Like I said, you already know. Bro, can you look at this? All right, so let's just change the whole name of the screen. For real. Noob tries to stream. You know, the part that makes it funny is this guy's building something with AI, but can't even find out what he's doing with it. It's crazy. All right, so yeah, it's already there. I actually liked it. Somebody said it was too loud. Again, I don't have the chat open. Usually some people say, "Why can't I hear the music? That was my jam, though. Like for real." Oh my mama. Oh my mama. This is the file. Maybe I don't know. Maybe it's come on somebody. Yeah. So we don't got no background music. I don't know. This is my. My son probably deleted it. Downloads YouTube. Yeah, he probably deleted it. So, welcome to the most boring technology stream known to mankind. Today, me, today we will be doing what we normally do. You know what? I feel it's unfair. I feel it's unfair not to pull the chat and then see, look, chill out, bro. Chill out. And so, I'm tripping, dude. What it's supposed to be, but you know, this is probably an old one. Dude, you don't know how to stream? Nope. That was it. Supposed to be some export. Oh, pop out chat. There we go. But some people do ask questions. I think it's crazy if you are going to stream to not even be like, oh, I see. All right, so let's get to it. I gotta drink some water. Is this my cup? Nah, that's not my cup. I don't put ice in my cup. Oh, do you see how bad my streaming is? Bro's not prepared. He's not at the desk with the drink. He don't have the chat up. Anywho, so I'm gonna put this in the chat. What is Clajama? What are you doing? What are you making? In AI to do my business because I'm too lazy to do it all. So my business has become the solution to my own problem. This is Jama. I mean, if someone steals the brand, I've been making stuff for so long. I could turn this into anything and still, it doesn't matter what anyone takes. I'd call it. Check this out. This is how I look at things. Badong along. Badong along. Your AI business partner. Dude, I do not care. So, if someone's watching the video, they want to learn critique, compete. It's all the same. I can show you the trade secret, but that's still not the sauce. So let's get started. Let me see. Give me a local WAN URL so I can stream your screen onto another computer via the browser. I don't know how long it'll take to do that. Let me check one more thing. How do you turn the mic off if you need to? Like if somebody just wake up in the middle of the night having like extreme nightmares. I was like, ah. All right, there's no way. It is what it is. It would be nice though. So about me, I have kids. They're asleep. I have to work tomorrow. I'm working tonight. Give me let me check the avail. All right, so while it's doing it, let's go over Clajama. What am I building? Why am I doing it? AI is everywhere. What makes this unique? This is actually solving the failures problem. So I don't even know if you can do this, but if you go to any other site, and I don't even care if you say any other site. I was raised that there's nothing new under the sun. You can drive down the road and see 3 different burger joints. Same sandwich, same lettuce, same cups, if you actually pay attention. But just selling the same thing different. Why not join in? So what Clajama is for me is it's my assistant. This isn't bragging, this isn't trying to get clout, but I've been doing AI or technology for a long, long time. I don't even think I don't think there's actually much. Yeah, I scraped everything of me on the internet when I saw the AI coming. I mean, there's definitely stuff you can always find. But that's me right there. I don't get on the camera because people are living here with me. They may go crazy. Wrote a book about ChatGPT. How long did I write this book? In 2023. Nobody bought it. It didn't matter, but I wrote one. I would probably say don't even buy it because I can't even log in and see what it says. All right, so let me see if I can get a URL. The stream stays up as long as the process is run. Right now, verified working end to end. So it's giving me a URL, and we don't need that. It says go to speaking dash surveillance sphere file. All right, excellent. So this is actually, that's actually really cool. All right, so this is the actual, let's see, accept permissions. This is the actual screen on my laptop. This is the actual agent that I actually use. Can I actually touch through the screen? No, I can't. All right, so let me just move it here. So this is, so we can actually close the Clajama on the other one. All right, so this is actually, let me just, oh. Let me just get back into Goose. So this is the actual agent I'm using. The last video, I don't even know the quality of that video. Somebody asked me like, "Ooh, I wish I could do it." This is how I do it in this screen right here. And let me make sure. Like I told you, I'm terrible with this. All right, and so now you can see my Chromebook. Um, I do need to log in. Unfortunately, I have not been able to log in because I don't keep up with the passwords. So give me a minute. And actually, I might be logged in on this machine. Yeah, looks like it right there. All right. So pretty much the stream is really the remote computer. Cool with that. All right. So this is inside of Clajama. I forgot I gotta use my other. I actually use the laptop. So what mouse is this? Oh, this, this is the mouse on the screen. All right. So what I'm proud of today. Yeah, let's check that out. What I'm proud of today. Um, Today we have set up the API. So now we have no Facebook presence whatsoever. Clajama, Facebook, let's say Clajama.com Facebook page. And here's the thing. While I'm going through doing all this stuff, looking at all this stuff, this is all stuff that I implement. So let's check out my actual laptop. Let's see. Which one is my laptop? All right, right there. Boom. So what I would do is I would go in here and I would say, when I type in Clajama Facebook, I don't see ours. This needs to be resolved at the Clajama level and tenant level in automations. All right. So again, I am making something for lazy business people because I'm a lazy business person. And so I'll wait till we do its first response and then we'll move on to the next thing anyways. All right, so since that's going to take a minute, let me minimize really quick. Man, this is difficult. This screen for that screen. Facebook. This is the landing page. Facebook. This is the admin. Oh, that's for the other thing. For the Facebook.com. I don't know what it is. Facebook loads super slow on the computer. I'm talking about so slow. They literally are probably using the power from NASA to get this site to load right now. We got one new notification. All right, let me pull it back up. Sorry. All right. So this is Clajama's Facebook page. As you can see, where's my mouse? I don't know who we're following. Really don't know who that was. So Completely fresh page. Oh, we followed the governor. I mean, that's cool. Trying to see the post. I don't even know why it took me to this. I guess we got to set the default page, or maybe that's what the. Anyways, these posts are actually being done by Clajama itself. So, as you can see, our actual last post was May 19th. I actually don't know. Was that this year? Yeah, 2026. Excuse me. And this is when I first came up with the idea that we need to do this, or that this needed to be in the software, or it was the first time I actually got to connect it. There also were a bunch of tests, which I already cleaned out. But this was its own test. It's an AI learning to manage its own page. It finally has connected to its own page 8 hours ago. So Clajama is saying, ready to get more for your services. Try Clajama and see the results for yourself. Our platform is built to help you succeed. We are in pilot mode, but no data gets lost. Big news, Clajama now runs 24/7 automation, auto posting, customer replies, drafts, in-dashboard mail, and Media Vault. Let us handle the busy work while you focus on growth. And that is what Clajama is actually about. So, we'll bring that up in a second. Where is Clajama? So, again, I do need to sign in, but I always lose my password. Oh, it's so unfair. All right, so we got to use the actual other screen. I got to get used to this. All right, so this is what my screen looks like as the admin. Let's see. Let's see. All right, it's so strange looking at it on two computers. So this is the admin area. These are the same things provided to everyone else. Still working on the user actual flow. So there's a monitor behind this that eventually there'll be pop-ups that tell me, hey, go and do this action. And then it will monitor how many steps it takes me to get it done and determine if we need to make a change to make it simpler. All right. So let's see what else we have. Mail settings. Me personally, I don't want to go into my email box. I want to make it to where we can, you know, completely just have mail quick, easy, right in front of your face. And again, we'll get to the meaty parts. But creating a site with AI is not that. I mean, maybe 5 years ago, it would have been ooh, magic. But really using AI, in my personal opinion, is how do you capitalize on making a task easier, but how do you do it in a way where you're letting them benefit from the cost savings? So if someone doesn't have to call me and say, hey, Claron, change this image on my site for me, it's not going to cost me anything or much of anything. I still need to profit because I'm making the work get done through automation, but it shouldn't cost, because the prices I charge for things, and which is one of the reasons why really I just kind of do a regular job. And you know it what I want to do or what I want to get paid, it's not that I can't do it, it's not that it's impossible. Look what I'm doing now. It's just like the actual effort that goes into it. Like some stuff is just so easy for money that it's like I can do that and do this and get paid doing this while doing that. Yeah. So let me test this. I haven't tested this, and this way you can see the AI as well. I'm gonna send something in. I'm looking at the screen while you're live. I just wanted to know if you got this email. He says to himself. And so this is one thing I've never tested. We do have, let's see, nodes to keep this mail clean. Might be an issue with that there. Oh wait, I'm using the other mouse, wrong mouse. So I don't see it come through. Excuse me. Okay. And I personally don't have a way actually checking that inbox. I know they work for clients, but for me, um, it crisscrosses the fact that I'm doing an admin experience along with the user's experience. All right, so let's add that to the list. And it's still doing something else. We ain't gonna bother it. Let me see. Let it finish. That would be one thing too. The task list. Crazy part is the admin. I don't really make things. I'm making this. But this is the webmail. What needs to change from this that I saw was this is only going to be available to locally hosted mailboxes. That way, there's no middleman and there's no issue. And as soon as things get crazy, we can shut it off if we have to. So, mail is an issue that is new. What happened was the mail was made a long time ago. Now the AI is going through all the code we previously wrote over the year, seeing what the previous runs did not wire up and wiring it all back in. All right, so let's get to something. All right. Oh, and I already showed you the Facebook. You can control the Facebook. I keep looking at the wrong screens. All right. Everything else. So, one of the things that I usually am trying not to show off is the build process. And it's not that I care if it fails and someone sees it. It doesn't change what I actually know is going on. It's just at the user interface level of turning what we're building into something we put in the hands of someone else. So, what is stopping Clajama from using the AI to just build a website? Like, dude, why is it so hard to just use the AI to build a website? I can use Claude, and it'll give me the files I download, and then I upload. I know. Like I said before, building a website is not that amazing in 2026. It is amazing to people who have ever coded one from hand to be like, wow. Because we had to create these things, not just go, I want to compete with everybody, shoot everything at the same time. You can do that. And if you do it well, you could take over. What we're doing is combining everything that I have done for money, I have done to test, to build, or my desire to create things using a computer are built into this. Why don't you just use base 44 or things like that? When I want to do something, I do test everything else. And when I run into something I don't like, I literally will build something else. Like, that's what I've been doing forever, building something else. So let's get into it building website. So my expectations from the last test is it may get hung up building this website. And I say that because adding in all the different channels and ensuring that we isolate the user. That's what we want to make sure. Each user is talking to the LLM, but we want to isolate the RAG. So it has to be filtered on its way in and on its way out securely. So let's just try this. And the previous issue we had was as soon as you say something or as soon as you type something, it just starts building. I personally haven't tested it from a UI perspective that it doesn't do this anymore. But we're just gonna test it now. I want to create a quit smoking web app. Again, before you give it one sentence, it just goes to work. It burns our tokens, it wastes our time. Personally, right now, I do know that it is building. However, the problem is when I look at this right now as a user, I don't know it's building. So it's still working on something else. And it may still be following me around through the website. Stops burning, failed, 5 usernames, automation engines. It's doing some sort of cadence. So it's running some sort of automation right now, which is fine. All right, so I think anyone who does user interface can see a couple issues, same ones I see. And two, I think, yeah, some of them are actually the stream from the laptop. And actually, the laptop is getting low. Plug it up, unplug my iPhone, and plug this in. All right. I don't know what's going on. As a user, we've already set it to do something. Let's hit refresh. I still don't see what's going on. Projects. All right. So I do see it. Problem is I get no progress. So let's see. I want to create a quit. Same thing again. I don't know if it's talking to me. Okay, so here we are. So it will allow you to be in the wrong place. What does your business do or offer? You decide a web app to help people. Again, what does your business do or offer? What? So you've been asked the same question twice. Is it saying the answer is not good enough? A web app to help people quit smoking. See if it asks me that again. Okay, we get nothing. What does your business do or offer? All right, so that's obviously a bug. I'll pipe the scripts to stand out, empty post. It's doing something else. I don't really care what it's doing. We're gonna stop it. We're trying to build a website, and there are no animations, or feedback to let the user know what is going on. Check the quit smoking app created by the admin and review conversation and navigation. Let's see what we get for that. So this, let's just type it in over and over again. 7 Okay. Okay. And now I don't even know what's going on. Terrible user experience happening right now. All right, let's see. And this maybe actually found it. Okay. No builds found yet for the. Let me check the build status and tables. Chat conversations and where the site will render. All right, so let's come back and see what it says. Oh, the build stalled at the LLM prompt stage. That's the no feedback complaint. Let me review the conversation and build the dispatcher flow and server logs. All right, so it should find out what the issue is. And this is the one part that we can't do. This is the one part that I'm still perfecting, the building it from the conversation. What makes it difficult, because again, how far have I already gotten this to go? Why wouldn't we just get the AI to just go build a site from scratch? Mm, let's see these here. Try it today. You can't build a website easily with this user interface. The build stalled. Critical bug found in the code. The interview asked, "What does your business do or offer?" 8 times in a row. The user answered 6 times, but the answer never satisfied the gate. When the build stalled after the LLM prompt staged, let me examine the intake. The unicorn workers crash looping every seconds. Is ready every 2 seconds. Worker respond. Let me check the DOM kills. The user's browser is polling every 2 seconds forever. Silently after the LLM call, 2 bugs to fix. The reject signals often never match the web app to help people quit. Found the interview bug. The build runs in the background thread and writes build trace, but the build status has no rows. All right, so that's where we're at right now. And that's why everyone in the pilot, I'm actually doing these things for them. Clajama is still organizing and completing them, but see, I'm building the thing we're building. So if I am saying this is what I see, this is what I envision, and I never actually use it, what I see without the UI happening, that's not happening when the UI is there, that is the problem. That's what disproves the ability of what I've already done. It's not too difficult, especially with the AI doing most of the work. I'm just kind of managing the project. The pipeline updates the build status. Okay. All right. And let's see what we get. It is so hard to keep track of 2 pages. All right. I still didn't get anything. Right. I didn't see nothing happen. Let's see what this was. This was the last one. And I think this code is outdated as well. Version 2. We gotta get this render fixed as well. So these are the sites that are built. I think the last time I left off, and that's why I kind of jump in and out from videoing, is there's so much troubleshooting, even with me and the AI working together, that now the render that shows the preview before the person before the person looks at it and goes, "Hey, I like it," publish it or give me the source code. We can't even show it to them right now. It's a massive problem. Saying there's some rows missing. Somebody using this don't care about no row missing. Even me looking at it, I don't care about no row missing. I want to know what's going on right now. Don't know what's going on with these when I look at them. It was telling me it had a draft. I don't see nothing though. Your site is being generated. It's queued. Is it really? And again, it should be monitoring me on the back end to track what I'm doing. And that way we can see the difficulty. And the feedback is terrible from whatever it's doing. All right, it just jumped me somewhere else. Okay, there's a build. A build of 3 pages. Do I have to click the page? Loading preview. So none of our previews will render. So we can't actually see the work. Change files, verify party, and take fixed. Just try to switch pages. Nothing here as well, and then it looks like they all start loading endlessly. Let's go and check download source code. Let's see what it did. Garbage. 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 And so to me, that means his name is lowercase. And that may be what it's talking about right now. About the pages, something about something is off, nav links. But that's pure garbage. And then the worst part is the renderer allowing you to look at both of them at the same time. And this is the problem with the user interface. Taking what you can do in the command line and giving it a face. Madness. And all we can do is let the AI work. What time is it? 1 o'clock. They got stuff to do tomorrow. See if it persists. We do have Facebook up and running. That was a core feature. Some of the stuff I can't actually show because it's using pilot user information. But getting able to see, like when you pull data from a WordPress website or, look into emails and things, and you actually just kind of scan over it and say, whoa, look how much stuff actually got missed. Look how far things kind of go. If someone's so busy that they can't even, post a Facebook post. Didn't even realize to go, hey everybody, we just did this. We just, stuff like this. Look, wrong screen again. Like this, big news. Clajama now runs 24/7 automation. We do. We do. Wrong mouse again. And my files is one of my favorite things. Um, Again, I don't have files. I don't have documents. I do see that this font doesn't match what I've seen everywhere else. Um, this area is the rag. So customers, clients, everything that gets uploaded becomes information for that person's isolated Clajama instance. What that means is store prices will match documentation. The issue or the next thing to figure out is how do you keep someone from sabotaging themselves by being human? Like if a human looks at a document, looks good, just trust they're just off the top of the fly, send it in, and the AI goes, okay, change it. That's how you cause problems. That's how you destroy stuff. And that would be terrible. So the documents and isolation go together. Let's see where we're at with these changes. Dispatch endpoint, dispatch build. Now watch it to the exact endpoint from the front end polls. So it is still following me every time I click. Oh, we finally got a build. Let's see. And remember, the last one was pure garbage. Let's see, home, a preview. Let's check out the new source, which it might be garbage. This one. Home. I see absolutely the same thing. What's in the shared CSS? So there's CSS. However, is there any other content on this page? Not at all. About, contact, home, untitled. Okay. Um, this is an export. This is a native, so I don't care what it's doing right now. This is an export from the quit smoking app. So one thing that is fully required is I have to also identify what the failure is. I can't just tell the AI, oh, you made a mistake. It doesn't do what I want it to do. Why is it creating this? Why is it spitting out completely empty content, which it wasn't doing before? And see, now that I've implemented the rules, I can't show you the things that I actually work on. These are my personal projects. This is my personal user experience walkthrough as a user, not terminal, not command line, not what Playwright can make happen, not firing the APIs off in sequence. This is literally just the user interface, trigger, interact, and cause the pipeline to run. So it's saying there's a block failed. Let's see what it's saying. This export confirms the app problem. Untitled project title, empty hero titles. Let me check the new build I dispatched and review what it produced. The new build is running with build status persisting properly. No. And this is why you gotta intervene. You are patching. What in the pipeline failed? The reason you want to do that is because this AI, once you say there's a problem, it's going to only attach what has failed and the fix. It's going to literally go over there and do it itself. We don't need the AI to do it itself. We need the AI to comprehend and turn its comprehension into a pipeline. And we need to get it to see a problem and not identify the fix and fix the code. Explain yourself through the pipeline. Where in the pipeline did this go wrong? Where in how you do things did this go wrong? All right, so let's see what it says. The interview question, they patched that. Missing fields. Okay, so now that I take that as personal fault, because I did tell it that every kind of site that's built requires a personal set of questions. Maybe me saying I want to quit smoking app didn't trigger that's kind of a service, or it didn't think capitalistic. All right, black hole, black religion, taxation, your expert shows the page literally contains this. All right, and so that's what went wrong. It put the blocks into the build, and it said that they cannot be resolved. And that's probably because I downloaded HTML, but it still doesn't work in the Control C. And so I go in, pipeline failed. I'll take this too. Copy. Go up on more. And let's put this here. Paste. So also the renders. The renders in the Clajama also show empty. And there should not be multiple versions viewable at one time. Wait, hold on. What was the other problem I had? I just had another problem too. There was something else I was dealing with. And two, so it's already dealing on the conversation. My files, automations. And also automations is it's too crowded. I don't understand. And automations page is too crowded. It's too crowded. Crowded, I'm definitely getting sleepy. And we're gonna tell it to dig. That means just work at it. I keep using the wrong mouse. Alright, so my project, it built something else. 3 pages. Needs a quick review. Oh, this is version 2. Still don't see nothing. So once we actually get the render showing, we can see what it is, because if it's exporting work history, all right, so that's coming in right. Task, setup analytics, review privacy policy, add app store, Google Play download link once available. And this would be stuff the user would have to do. The things like if we're not integrated into them yet. Version 2. All right, let me refresh. Absolutely nothing loading. I'll dig and see what failed, and the export is the ground of truth. And something broke in the blueprint is what it looks like. Pat is patching them. So I'm gonna let it do what it's doing. But I don't want it actually patching anything. I want it identifying. Also, one other thing, we have a trained OpenCV vision model. Hang on one second. in the morning. I gotta take everybody to school and daycare. We got 2 sick. Definitely gonna get some good sleep tonight. All right. If I can stop using the wrong mouse. All right, I'll fix the nest too. Let's see what. Yeah, so it looks like something crushed the whole build. And so, do I still have, let's see, let AI, dang, I'm always on the wrong machine. Let AI build it TikTok. I think this is the one that yeah, and the AI was just popping off. All right, so, dang, this is old content. All right. So let's play one of the oldest videos of Clajama. Let's see if the sound even comes through here. Yodele hee hoo. It's not working at all. So this was the original Clajama build. That's the mic and speakers. No. Do I have to turn these on or something? Bruh. Hello, Mayday. Yeah, so this was Clajama back in May 31st of 2025. So I've been working on this project over a year. I just forgot I had the evidence. This is a more simpler version. We was getting it to create calculators. It would spit out the raw, and that would be the calculator. So those are just, prior evidence that the code that we're actually doing. Oh, this is a good one. This is one of the builds that was done January, February, March, April 2025. We had got it to do a lazy writer. This was what Clajama was when I started. Simple tinkerer. Let's see. Then we just kept building and building and building. So the problem here is that from the time and all the problems that I have faced since 2025, using multiple different AIs, there's a way to do it. There's a way to make it accessible, but not just AI, but the actual act. Like, for example, if I used AI to make meal plans, that's a completely different industry than somebody who builds websites like me. Of course, I could build something to make that happen, but what I want to build is for enjoyment, hopefully for capitalistic gain, because you gotta have it, and I have invested time into it, but also to solve the actual problem. Like, what got me to this point, and I'm not gonna show you that. There's an old video before LLMs where I was, and Google Home was just now coming out, and I had built a system with Linux to be like, hey, turn the air on, it's getting hot in here, and it would detect it, click, flip the switch. I've been in technology for a long time. So when I came up with AI, when I saw AI, I see AI now as the programming language and then also the interpreter. I don't feel bad for all the stuff that I actually wrote by hand, but in this day and age, what I feel like is I would be one of those people using an outdated machine to play a game if I didn't realize what the actual AI was, or a different way to look at it. Again, you go down the road, there's always three people selling hamburgers. How do you take that and look at it different? So it's not just chicken sandwich, it's a crispy chicken sandwich. Oh, it's a crispy chicken, all white meat. You see what I mean? So how do we take the AI, look at it differently, and utilize it for that? The AI is now the programming language. That's all it is. We've reached the pinnacle of computing. The whole goal was to make everything easier, replicate tasks, and that's what AI is doing. So I do know there are many competitors in this space. Um, I really am dedicated to doing this. Like I said, my how do you want to put my tenor? My my tenor. I've been working on this literally a year. Once again, let's see. Let AI build it TikTok. Same program. And you know it's crazy looking at it again. And then we got into video generation. I just like to test stuff. Um my thoughts on Claude, ChatGPT. Yeah, I will post videos, and literally I'm not the guy to try to be famous, but there's so much fun. Oh, I think this is the greatest one. And there were so many people just hating. Can I get that from you? Super cool. It was somewhere, so I might might even got rid of it. This is a demo check in 2025. 2025. Now, while the button is blanked out, that means it's actually waiting. This was used to make the blog generator. And then, yeah, Clajama has literally. So you cannot see what I have been actually working on until it does a build. A true build. All components working in harmony. The LLM doing what it's supposed to do. And the way that we build them, or Clajama builds them, or the tech stack Clajama uses, what is, if everything, and this is what I learned from WordPress, if everything is a template anyways, you just need to know where they go. Even if you just did raw HTML, no CSS, you just need to know where to go. Now, if we slap CSS on top of that, you just need to know what they look like in modern times. Nobody wants to see a screen that looks like retro. I mean, unless that's, brand wise. But if every form is just a form, every header is just a header, every picture is just a picture, every button is just a button, you don't need to code the button anymore. You don't need to code the page anymore. You need a fluid template you can bring in. And instead of going text print, where we're just throwing text into templates, which is cool too, but there's someone already doing that. But if we take it to where we use the LLM to no longer do the bare necessities anymore. So if the LLM is now the operating system, why would we have the LLM recode a form over and over again? And this is one of the greatest things about WordPress. You can plug something in at all times. So if we take that into a form and we look at a form and say, hey, this is a checkout. This is a checkout form. It's still a form. Inject checkout. Hey, it's a contact form. Inject email routing. And the way I see it is, if we use templating at the base and tell the LLM, hey, do not code these items, select these items, and now use your context and your ability to design these items, place them where you want them, go ahead and get your rough draft, now go over and paint it. I think that is the sweet spot of why you can't see what Clajama has already proven. Again, if a year ago in a ugly, oh my God, I'm actually so proud of that right now. I forgot it even existed. If the program, as ugly as it was, and then that's when we moved to Flet. Flet was async. It was pretty cool. Very, very complex. If, and this is the way I look at it, if if the program was uglier than the thing it created, and we're just now getting into design, we just got to get through this part. Yeah, I mean, like I said, if the program building it was uglier than what it built, and now it's beautiful and it can't build anything, we're just clearing the pipeline. If we had, man, I'm so proud of that video. Small wins for me. If the program was uglier than what it built, and we could do reiterations, and I think that's a video there, AI powered blogging. I don't know if I ever videotaped doing revisions, but it was a hideous, hideous, hideous program. This is trying AppGyver. I loved AppGyver up to a certain point. Where is this at? Is this code? Yeah, this is code I was running to get PlayStation. I never bought one. I don't play video games. I watch people play video games all the time. This was me advertising free software. How ugly the program is, and what it actually was creating a year ago. You know what? And actually, that's what actually set me on this long journey. It could create very nicely, but there was a flaw. There was a tiny flaw that made its imperfection the part that I wanted to chisel at. It's still running, so it says it's on version 6. I don't know why it's doing a version 6 at this point. I have already stripped it. There's 5 builds, 14 tasks. We got too much to do up in here. Number 1. How am I supposed to get to the builds? It says it's building right now. So I don't see nothing. This might be something we need to stop because it says there's more builds than possible. Hey, I can't render anything. You build in Clajama. And this is why you have to monitor this stuff. This is why I'm crafting this. It's on the 5th build, Clajama.com. You have built the quit smoking site five times with no proof. Stop doing the work and find the flaw in the Clajama pipeline. It's getting late. I don't care about how it's spelled. It's AI with autocorrect and all the other shit I'm paying for. Sorry for cursing. It's getting late. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you. Now, one thing I would love to do, one thing I want to do, or what makes me want to share this, this is fun. This is cool to do by yourself. But everything in computers has always been open source. Like I have to make sure we show the list of all open sources. I mean, even if we open source the code, I would have to license it just to protect my time. That's it. There's something I would want out of it because this is an ongoing. I mean, there's AI and this problem still exists. Let's do some stats. How many? I'm on the wrong computer again. It's time for me to go to bed. How many people in the U.S. are computer illiterate, even in 2026. 32 million. 32 million people are computer illiterate. Let's get stupid with AI for a quick. How many of them, how many of them wish they could make a website? The data indicates that roughly 20 to 30% of digitally limited individuals actively express a desire or professional need to build an online presence, representing approximately 6.4 to 9.6 million Americans. Do you see what that means? It's in the AI age. And there's 32 million that can't use a computer. But out of the 32 million, you know what? Let's ask this. What percent of the computer illiterate have entrepreneurial drive? 3.2 million to 4.8 million people who want to build a business to work for themselves will face severe digital roadblocks. That's our target market. I'm finna go nuts. I'm actually finna email this to Clajama so it knows. And let's also go a step further. How can we help them? How can we help them using Clajama.com to fill this gap as a reliable service provider? Google still got to do search in Gemini, so they might tell us the answer. Oh, they already know who Clajama is. To bridge the digital gap for millions of Americans who possess strong entrepreneurial drive but lack computer skills, Clajama can serve as a powerful vehicle. Because Clajama acts as an entrepreneurship operating system rather than a complex no-code tool. It shifts the burden from learning how to build software to simply explaining a business idea. This is what I believe. Google Gemini has seen so much of the Clajama source code. It knows what we're building. Sure, I'm logged in. Sure, it knows my search history. Sure, it's crawled it just to see what's relevant to me. Computer illiterate individuals cannot navigate drop-down menus, layout grids, or DNS settings, but they can speak passionately about their trade. The process: sit down with local offline entrepreneurs, have them verbally describe their business. The execution: feed their spoken words directly into Drama. Drama instantly handles the heavy lifting, generating. Listen, Gemini has seen the source code for Clajama. I'm not saying this is specific, but even if we say that Gemini is a massive AI serving each user using an agent, it does know what my source code is and it does know who I am. And so it's accordingly showing me search results. Eliminating the tech adoption wall. Many traditional web tools fail this demographic because they require constant active maintenance. Clajama minimizes the ongoing extreme administrative burden that causes paper-based businesses to burn out. Automation over administration. Instead of teaching a client how to manage a database or link an email client, let Clajama automate the invoicing, customer relationships, and search engine optimization natively. Zero lock-in and security. You can watch my old content. I think it is a disservice to anyone trying to build a business if you make it to where if they hit a hard time, they can't even hold their work. They can't even have what they manifested. You're not really for the people. I mean, as a business model in a capitalistic country, it's perfect. But I think if the goal is really to help people, you don't sell them downloads, you don't sell them source codes, you don't you don't make it to where even if that person said, I'm satisfied with what I got, this is too pricey for me. Let me just go run it on my local machine. Or let me just go use a server I know this shit is not finna run. I'm finna keep it real. So Clajama is a rapid local business synchronization for offline businesses that already have basic scattered social footprint managed by relatives or legacy profiles. You can bypass manual design entirely. Instant data importing. Use Clajama's synchronization feature to import existing business data directly from an entrepreneur's legacy Google business profile or Facebook. Instant modernization. The AI utilizes the data to instantly construct and host a fully functioning professional commercial website, turning in invisible. You know what? So let's do this. Shout out to Mike Skins. If you like pork skins, you should check this out. Um, this is definitely it's one of my clients, one of my friends. We still kind of, you know, knock heads on doing business, but I want to see him win, and he's winning already. What? My boy ain't online right now. Okay, so it wasn't me. Just making sure. Wasn't me. Imagine if they see that video. My site didn't like. Wasn't me. Wasn't me. So this is the original site that's on WordPress. Again, I do love his snacks. Great person, great mission. His issue is that when he met me, I think 2 or 3 years ago, we used WordPress for everything. I love WordPress. Even to this day, I love WordPress. I love WordPress. At my lowest, I could sell a WordPress site. You don't believe me? Look at the prices I was doing. Crumble paper, Facebook. Look at these prices on this failed page. Crumble paper is a whole nother thing I used to own. We're not even finna get into all of that. Let's just get that part. So this is his site that's on WordPress. Let's take a look. So let's do a Google page speed. Now this site is fast. But mind you, spade P test. When you know how to, you know, when you know how to, I'm not trying to say trick the system, but when you know how to make the website do what it's supposed to do what this grade is. This is the one that's running right now. Excuse me. This is the one that's in active service to his customers right now. Great site. Great design. This brand has allowed me to kind of guinea pig them up to this point, and even now. You know what? I gotta show it to you. Like I said, this is one of my guys. So I'm gonna put it out there. He came along. You know what? Nah, Gummy hosts Facebook. I'm gonna show you prices we was at. Then you can't even find it no more. Like when I start working on stuff, I erase it from the net. So, anyways, this site gets a 64, a 90, 100 SEO, agentic browser. This is a site that is back end using WordPress, front end on the system that we have been using to create Clajama. Let me show you the clone. This is the one that's going to go live. Dang, I'm on the wrong keyboard again. No, I'm all over the place. This is a clone with all the same features. They don't lose nothing. Fully automated. Same design with some differences, and some differences are pretty much based on the fact that they really just unnecessary. Much higher grades. Speed index. That right there, we gotta figure out what that is because it's saying 4 seconds. Clajama has 2 nodes, and they go across the northern border to the center of Central America. But I don't know where this is actually saying. You know, usually it'll say, hey, we tested this on a phone from 1995. Yeah, slow 4G throttling. Throughput. Oh, so they simulated a throttle. They pretty much tried to, man, they just tried to gangbang my site. What y'all doing, bro? Oh, because it's a mobile device. Let's do that. So yeah, it's simulating problems. I mean, that's fair. Um, we need to get into this layout shift because I do see it as well. Estimated savings. JavaScript that car. Requests are blocking the page initial rendering. We at 93%. This new site is literally made with Clajama. This is the one that we have been using to literally guide development. Again, not itself. I mean, I like the dude, but he can't take all the credit for everything. I've been building sites forever. This is the replica. This is the new version. There's some parts that have changed, and they changed also to reach these grades. And he did go down a 1 out of 2 for agentic browsing. And it's for layout shift. That's definitely, and I don't like it either. Original, again, major differences here. And when we do a clone, there's Gemini taking a vision of repetitive components. So, for example, you see this one, you see this one, you see that one, you see this one. Same thing, just picture on this side, text on that side, text on this side, picture on this side. So, glint, 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 doot, 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 doot. Anyways, that's the only difference. And that's because with WordPress and plugins, it's so much extra data. It's so heavy. I love WordPress, but it is so heavy. And sometimes it's like using a, chainsaw to cut a piece of toast. I'm sorry, but that's what it has. Out of the 10 years I've been using WordPress, I have a say so. This is the new site, which is waiting on him to connect his Square account. As you can see, this is the actual route for the store. This is also collected. This is data. This data is outdated. They haven't sent the new. Again, I do enjoy this snack, and this is literally a route. Boom. Let's see the next cluster. Oh, it's only one right there. 6. Oh, my bad. 6 stores are in this area. All right, and then we zoom out 7 stores in this area. And like I said, this document is so outdated. It's just Clajama has it now. Or order online. Shop pork skins, chicken skins, and potato chips. Excellent flavors. So let's just take a look. This site is built by Clajama, the CLI version. The first version and this version. So let's do that. So I added 3 products. Let's add 3 products on the version that's live right now. Extremely slow. I'm still waiting on the page to turn. Still waiting on the page to turn. Still waiting on the page to turn. Still waiting on the page turn. All right, so let's just go shop potato skins. Potato chips, we already there. Is this one there yet? Yeah. So let's see if we can get this version. And see there's an issue here. And this one actually needs an update. I saw it earlier today, but I don't. All right, shop port skins. All right, instant load there. Let's add in the cart, add in the cart, add in the cart. It's still catching up. Only one added to cart. Okay. So only one was added to cart. So I'm assuming I'll go slow. That's two. Let's see if I'm trying to add two to cart. It should go up to 4. All right, now this time it's working. Should be 6. It should be 6. So we'll try to see to get it to 8. 1, 2, 3. It should be 8 right now. Missed one. Let's check this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. The cart is there are some missed ones. Well, again, I lost count before we even started. But every click that user has is now in this cart. Every click they have is in this cart. This seems like a small big deal. But there are instances when there are people who really want to purchase items this quickly. Again, this is the WordPress version. Let's empty cart and let's try it again. Let's actually, per number, I will say is my intent. So let's clear both carts. WordPress is still going. Let's remove. All right, we're done. All right, inside of the WordPress cart, click. All right, so what we're going to do is go on a shopping spree. Again, my intent means what I'm attempting to do. I may actually not click it. But let's see how fast WordPress is going to be able to do this. 1, 2, 3. And actually, that was mine. So it should probably be, all right, so none. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4. Oh, lock me out. How many we got? 3. Only 3 in the cart. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Hey, scroll me back up. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. 15, when my intention was 23. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. 8 products dropped during processing. Let's try the exact same thing. Just to be fair, we'll do all products. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. Ooh, we're slow too. 26. That's 10 off. That's 10 off. I think this test is stupid. But I think it is something that I actually want to do. I want to prove this point. Like, how fast can I fix this? So let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. And let's do a WordPress to empty the cart out. All right, any second now. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4. Let me try to do this fast as I can just to be fair. Should be 0. All right, not bad. All right, let's try it one more time. Like I said, WordPress website. 1, 2, 3. You know what? Let me restart. Let me be reasonably fair because I think the speed carding may be unfair to the platform. I think that may be unfair. All right, let's do a fresh refresh. The goal is I'm going to intentionally do 20 clicks. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, sent me somewhere else. I don't remember where I'm at, but I'm assuming 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Sent me somewhere else. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Jumped around 16, 17, 18, 19. Jumped around 20. So I have 14 in a cart. A lot of moving around, a lot of jumping. Let's try it again versus the Clajama stack. Trying to be just as fair. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. So multi-clicks, we are slow as well. 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. So 7 products off. All right, let's do a clean cart. All right, that is much faster. Let's see how long it takes to do it in WordPress. And I am trying to be fair, as if I were rushing. All right, it takes much longer with this. And it could be, and two, I don't care what the reason is. Sure, look, there's these little excuses, but look, there's also one here. So let's refresh the cart. It's already loaded. Let's refresh it. It's already here. So the Clajama stack, their story, their mission. Let's go over and check their stuff. The brand looks clear, crispy. Let's go ahead and let's actually like try to do something real quick. Boom, 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 boom. Let's open one. Hot port skins. Was that the one I clicked? Because I think okay. So I thought I actually accidentally clicked this one, but I meant to click this one when I got through it. I was like, I messed up. But it went to this one. All right, so let's add. You would have to type the number in, obviously, or you could wait till it loads. Then it comes in, the price. And so this one is way faster. Checkout is way faster. So what we'll do is, you got to enter in your information. You can do Google card. I'll create a customer account. Much faster. Much faster. You can go to the whole site in seconds. And this is real data. We're just waiting on them to attach their payment processor and it can go live compared to all right, I'm just trying to read the history. So I guess while that was twisting, let's see. Ours is all right, so it got there. Let's try contact. All right, it is there. Still doing something. We're dead over here on this side. We're ready to rock and roll. Still doing something. Maybe it's loading the form. Maybe there's a plugin conflict. All right, so it was something. It finally stopped when this stuff showed up. This site is flawed. This site is flawed. Buy locally. Our map, pretty much same. It's an external source. Buy locally, pretty much the same. This one doesn't say order online though. Let's see what else we got. Shop. Couple seconds. Let's go to shop. This one's still coming. We could have shopped already. Still could have shopped already. All right, it just caught up. And that's the point of doing these videos, to actually make sure there is verifiable proof of the difference between what I'm doing, what I am pivoting from, which was using WordPress. WordPress will always be great. This site that's on WordPress does not directly reflect WordPress. What does directly reflect WordPress is really none of this. What this really reflects is the WordPress plugin ecosystem. Like right now, if I could go in here, other than showing you this as free advertising, and see shop our snacks is too high, this is just right. Let's see what we look like on a mobile. Developer tools. Hit it on the iPhone. Where we at? Yeah, I ain't trying to get all into it, but you see what I'm saying? The Clajama stack is the stack to build on. Let's see. How long does it take to view the product? Enough for me to keep talking, I guess. Maybe we can load the Clajama stack just as fast. I see it's still cycling. All right, so just load it, just to be fair. We already in there. All right, so let's do another comparison. Let's go back to Mike Skins. We're already at Mike Skins. Let's actually move this one out the way. And let's, I want to be fair, contact. We're here. They're there. Still processing. This is server time. This is resources. This is a request. This is something rendering. All right, let's run it back to, what else can this thing do? All right, let's see a full cart versus a cart that's empty. Couple seconds. That was pretty quick though. Pretty quick. Let's get to the about us. We're there. No more processing. The WordPress version is still loading. It's okay. This page is not found. About us. That might be broken. Let's go to facts. Let's jump over to this one. We got the facts. All of a sudden, there's a fact page not found either. Let's go to checkout. You there? All right. Pretty fast. Let's go to cart. I don't know how that happened. Let's go to my account. They got there quick. This is a Clajama built clone. One thing I love about this idea is when it started, it was all about taking what we had on WordPress and turning it into something light. One thing I learned over time is that a lot of people who run businesses, and it's not even that they run. Here's the thing: a business doesn't need a website. A business does not need a website. A business with a website does increase its chances of getting that opportunity to sell more, funnel more, etc., etc. But at the rate of saturation in the digital world, it's about standing out. Now, it's no longer about, ooh, I can really write some content, or ooh, I can really write, or hire this person to write for me. The age of how we're doing things now is, it's almost got to be really just destiny. There's so many other companies with way more billions and millions than I have, and they're doing this. They've transitioned their customers from prior into it already, but I want to compete. This is crazy fast. This is crazy fast. And see, look, there is a delay. So I'm clicking this 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. So that's just a delay. You can't spam it. Nobody's gonna shop that fast. Nobody's gonna come here and go, I want that. I want 2 of these, 8 of these. Now they might go, oh, I like these. Let me get 2 of these. Click, click, click. It's like a 1-second gap that shouldn't be there. We can fix that. But this is the future of this brand if they decide to take, well, they're taking it this way. And it's very amazing. It's very amazing to watch it. The thing I really want to watch is Clajama build something. All right, let's see what it's saying on the other screen. What does it say? Use the other mouse. The repage the UI treats bills. This is the service type. Render. Paper dictionary. I think my daughter is waking up. She is sick or she's not feeling good. Still, it's still capturing it. How do you? I want to make sure she's straight. Okay, Mayday. All right, that's just in case. Bills and tabs. So let's see what it did. And again, this has been what my work has been about. So I'm very impressed with Base 44. There's a lot of them I've seen even prior to everybody going like, oh, we had an AI. I definitely need to go to sleep, but I want to make sure version 8. Okay. Let's see, dig. The render to view to preview. Oh man, see that's different. To build to preview builds. Let me just put that in there. Yeah, it doesn't load any site content. Oh, man, oh dang, I left my phone light on. Oh my gosh. I'm on a sneeze festival.